Welcome to Chamber Chat on the Road with Mary Beth Horton. This weekly program is focused on keeping you connected to your community, the place we call home, where we work, play, and raise our families. Featuring updates on economic development, the latest news on businesses moving into our area, networking opportunities, and upcoming community events for you and your family. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy today's program. Now, here's your host, Habersham County Chamber President Mary Beth Horton and her special guest.
Welcome to Chamber Chat on the Road, where we hit the streets to meet the movers and shakers that keep Habersham happening. Our first stop today is our friend Jason Taylor with Woodman Life, a not-for-profit insurance agency that's been around for more than 130 years. We're going to step inside to see why this company has been standing strong for generations. Okay, I'm here with Jason Taylor with Woodman Life. Jason, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Woodman Life.
Well, Woodman Life is a relatively, I'd say, an older company, founded in 1890. Our founder, his name is Joseph Cullen Root. It's a neat little story. In Omaha, Nebraska, there was a community of loggers, and the community, Joseph decided to come up with a strategy to help in hardships. When the community would suffer hardships, they would pool their money together, and believe it or not, out of that small event came out a billion-dollar company. Many years later, 132 years later. So
that's crazy that it's been around that long.
It's been around a long time.
So what sort of products and services does Woodman offer?
We're as far as products, we do everything I like to describe it other than houses and cars.
Yeah.
We do life, annuities, IRAs, investments, the 401k rollovers, the financial services, you name it, disability, cancer insurance. We do anything but your car and your home. That's pretty much it.
So what inspired you to get involved?
Money. I needed to make some money.
Yeah?
No, I have a friend who was in Woodman. His father was in Woodman. And I met him through a mutual party in 2003 at a wedding and we reconnected, and he introduced me to the idea of maybe coming on and doing something with us. And at that time I wasn't in the mindset of doing it, but I found myself a year later in about the spring of 2004 looking for another opportunity, and it was still open, so I took advantage of it and went as a field rep and actually started my career in West Georgia in Summerville, Georgia.
Yeah.
That was where my territory was, in Chattooga County and Floyd County. So I started there and got my way back over here.
Well, you're in a much better place now.
I agree.
You're in God's country now.
Well, this is home. This is home for
It
me,
is
so
home.
I'm glad to be back.
Well, and it must be a good gig that you've stuck around so long. So what do you love most about it?
That's a good question. I love the servicing of our clients, our members. We have a really good purpose in what we do, Mary Beth. We sell life insurance, and I have been in it long enough now to where in 2004, this is my story, I got into the life insurance business, and I started my career, and I did not know exactly how I was going to do with it. I didn't know. Some years later, when I wrote my first policy to someone, and throughout the years I serviced that client, and then I get a phone call that they have unfortunately passed away, and I go and I service the beneficiary, and I'm able to hand them a check that I initiated in a sale aspect. That I tell people in 2004, I got into the life insurance business. When I served my first death claim, it got into me.
Yeah.
So that we serve a big purpose.
Yeah.
What we do is not just call it policy peddling. We do something good for people.
Absolutely.
And, we service them with life insurance and with their retirement and help them grow their money.
Yeah.
So that's
so how did the pandemic and COVID, how did that affect your business?
Well, it caused us to have to learn technology a little faster than what I'm accustomed to. Our business centers around the family. Our market is small business and the family market. So we find ourselves a lot of time around the kitchen table or bringing our clients into the office to meet with them. And when that happened this time last year, we're about a year into it now, we went virtual. And so we had to learn a new platform of how we meet with our clients, and that was through, we don't use Zoom, we use Microsoft Teams, WebEx, and having to learn that, and I've got some folks on my team that have been with us a while. Folks like Ernie Craven and Ricky Pruitt and Kenneth McIntyre, and I know they wouldn't mind me saying this, but it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks sometimes, and getting them to learn that platform and being comfortable with that is a challenge. But it served us well, because now we've got it established enough so that the new norm, whatever that looks like, we can facilitate the clients in the future, and we don't have to bring them. We'd rather bring them to our office, or we'd rather be around the kitchen table, but we have that platform now, and you know, it's kind of a blessing in disguise for us in that regard, because we didn't really miss a lot. COVID didn't affect us all that much, which we're blessed.
Well, now, I wanted to talk for a minute. There's actually a really cool program that you guys do, and it's called the Women Life Impact, which focuses on hosting fundraisers that help the community, and it allows people to kind of give back. Tell us a little bit about that program.
It started, Women Life Impact was initiated a couple of years ago for the sole reason of raising monies within the communities that we are involved in to help in special projects, community service events. The one that comes to my mind the quickest was just last year, or recently, when the VFW had its fire. We were able to come in and create a Woodman Life Impact. And what that is, similar to a GoFundMe, but yet there's no administration cost involved in it. Every dollar that's raised in the GoFundMe or Woodman Life Impact goes directly to the organization. It's set up through our home office, through a website that we create. Matter of fact, we're the first donors to it of $50 that gets the ball rolling.
You get it started.
And then throughout the social media platform, we can share, get the word out, and hopefully the funds are raised. And we do that for fire departments if they need equipment, police departments, 911 centers,
and
schools. Absolutely, we do schools, and then we also make monetary donations too. Our chapters are a big part of what we do. We have two it kind of segues into that. The two chapters we have is Clarksville and Cornelia, and I'm blessed to have reps in our office here that's highly involved within those chapters. Do a lot of community service, soup kitchens, donations with both Cornelia and the Clarksville Soup Kitchen. Our national focus within Woodman is help feeding the hunger. So we're big into that endeavor. We're very patriotic in what we do. We give flags away. Someone was telling me not long ago, since 9/11, we have donated in the county of Habersham, White, and Banks County, and Stevens, which kind of is our territory, over 60 flagpoles we've donated to organizations to put up flags. So we're big into that. We do 9/11 in honor and remembrance.
And the chamber is a recipient of said donation. Yes, we have gotten some flags.
The Wall of Honor just beside your office, the Veterans Wall of Honor. We've the flagpoles that you see out there, those were donated by Woodman through our members. And when you pay a certificate, you're paying into a membership, to which portion of that comes back to our local chapters, and we're able to do the community service with that.
That's just a tremendous...
I love the business model of it.
Absolutely. Really. So you mentioned before about having sales reps. If there's anybody out watching that might be interested, what are you looking for?
Well, my title, just so you know, is called Recruiting Sales Manager, and that defines me pretty well. I am tasked with the job of bringing quality individuals into our team to sell, to prospect, and to grow the book of business, as well as service the existing members. So absolutely, I'd be glad to extend an invitation to anyone watching that is looking for another opportunity. You may have a job. You may have a job making good money. But that purpose and that what you're looking for may not be there. I'd love to engage in a conversation with someone that, again, I don't have to talk to someone who's unemployed. If you're not fulfilled at what you're doing currently, I'd love to talk to you and see if this is a fit for you.
So how do they get in touch with you? Where do they?
Well, they can call me at my office here. It's 706-776-1240. That is my office number. Cell phone number is 706-676-7272. If I'm not here, you call my cell. And if I don't answer, I'll get back with you as soon as I possibly can. But Thanks for bringing that up. That's big for me because I'm always looking.
Always looking. There's always an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Well, Jason, thank you so much. What a tremendous organization that you work for. The fact that it's been around for 130 years and you've been with it for 17 years is a testament to the work that it does in our world. So thank you very much for being on the show, and we will be right back.
Do more, enjoy more, expect more from your internet experience. Kinetic by Windstream is delivering enhanced speed and reliability for homes and businesses around the country. We've made major investments in our network in your community. We're lighting the way to advanced capabilities and more opportunities. Stream seamlessly, surf securely, game victoriously, and connect to great offers for work or home at windstream.com.
Welcome back to Chamber Chat. I have our next guest here with me at a very familiar landmark in Habersham County. So joining me at the Veterans Wall of Honor is none other than VFW Post Commander Bill Miles, who's here to share some news about the VFW. So welcome, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us what's going on over there at the VFW.
Well, we had our fire last year in June and been closed since March of last year due to COVID. So due to building costs, we can't afford to build a new building in our prior location. So now we're going to be leasing the old Office Pro in Cornelia off of 441.
Which is exciting. When do you guys take over that space?
July 1st. So we're going to start moving, and our goal is to mid-August to late August to have our soft opening running bingo. We're going to increase our bingo from just Thursdays to Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then we'll have a grand opening sometime in October.
I see a ribbon cutting in your future. We'll be out there with the giant scissors. So you guys just had your 75th Anniversary Jubilee Award. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So the Post has been in this community for 75 years. State brought us down our certificate, and then what we did was we did an ice cream social and did a presentation. So not only the members of the VFW Post and Auxiliary, but the community members had the opportunity to find out what this Post has done in the last 75 years and the impact it has and what we have planned for the future.
How many members do you have?
357 in the VFW and roughly about 150 in our auxiliary.
Wow. Is that pretty standard or is that over?
Well, that's, based off locations and, there's bigger posts, there's smaller posts. I'm also the district commander up here in Northeast Georgia. I have one post that's just over 50 members, which is fine.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about taking care of veterans and their families and being involved in the community.
And you guys are always so visible. I'm on your Facebook page. You're always doing something. I just think it's great. But you guys also just got a national award. So what was that for?
So this year, we won the National Community Service Award for the Department of Georgia, meaning our post had the most community service hours and impact of our community. The community impact for Habersham County for our post this year was $150,000.
Wow, that's incredible. So what kind of things do you guys have planned for the future? Obviously moving into the new building, that's the big deal.
Yeah, getting operational again because, to be able to take care of veterans and their families and also all the other programs that we have, youth, first responders, our teachers programs, takes money. So we're just wanting to get back open. Of course, our bingo crowd has always been very supportive because they know when they come in that the monies we bring in are going, first of all, our 50-50 goes to our cemetery, as we're the only VFW in the state of Georgia to have our own cemetery, one of 3 in the nation. So that's a pretty big deal. And then the monies that we bring off the floor from bingo help to, operate our building and support all our programs we're doing. So we're looking forward to getting back into bingo and getting our folks back in the building, getting them out in the community doing stuff, and be able to do more stuff because being closed for over a year has been financially a hardship for us.
I can imagine. Now, you guys, speaking of fundraisers, you have something coming up in September, the Jamboree. This is the 5th year that you guys have done. Well, I guess you had to skip last year.
Did a little research. They said because it was canceled due to the pandemic, you go to the next number, so it'll be the 5th. But yes, we didn't have the 4th technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this will be our 5th. So that event's really not a fundraiser for us. It's more of a community awareness.
Gotcha.
We invite all the nonprofit veteran organizations. We provide them a free table space to promote their what they're doing in the community and what their organizations are about. We're going to be, due to having a larger location and more parking, we're going to have our car show that we've had every year with the American Legion. We're going to have a bake sale. We're looking at some other things. As a matter of fact, Monday is our Veterans Jamboree meeting, and we're looking at a bouncy house, a pet and zoo, and some other things to make it family friendly and to get people in to find out what is the VFW and the American Legion, Disabled American Veterans, and all the other organizations we have in the community. What are they doing, and why is it important for us to get involved?
Well, I think it's great that all the different things, and I love that you keep it family friendly, and I do think you're, just education about what exactly the VFW is and all that. So this Jamboree is on September 18th.
Correct.
It's a Saturday, and it's where?
It'll be at our new location at the old Office Pro building on 441 in Cornelia, and it'll be from 10 to 3 p.m.
10 to 3, September 18th. Bring your families. It's going to be a lot of fun. What would you tell people why they should get involved? Why should people get involved in all the stuff you've got going on?
Well, for the veterans and the family member of the veterans, being in these organizations, all the ones I named that are in our community, that's our voice on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
But I look more at grassroots. It's fellow veterans and family members taking care of other veterans and their families. And then community-wise, our veterans sacrifice the best years of their lives for this country. And in many cases, we have veterans who are suffering. Currently, the statistics, 22 veterans committing suicide and 1 active duty soldier a day. So getting them involved in something and empowering them, that to me is being proactive to try to reduce that number here locally. And me personally, I'm all about grassroots, and we do not just things for the veterans. We do a lot of youth program stuff.
Yeah.
We work with the first responders. Matter of fact, one of the programs we're looking at starting once we get up and running again, because we're close to standing it up before COVID hit, is a program called Bravo 3, Battle Buddy Breakfasts. It'll be a joint venture between the first responders and the veterans of this community. We're going to hold a breakfast, no sign-in roster, no nothing. Come in, free breakfast. We're going to bring in some guest speakers to address things like PTSD, TBIs. If you're having major medical issues, which can lead to anxiety, depression, we want you to come in and maybe meet somebody else and become that battle buddy.
Yeah.
And now throughout the month, you got somebody to talk to or hang out with, go have coffee, fishing, hunting, whatever. So we're looking at starting that program, and I'm hoping that'll be a good time for once a month for our veterans and our first responders to get together and have a good crosstalk.
Now, do these kind of events and ideas come from a board, or or is it just the membership in general that kind of votes on having these things and what opportunities are out there?
So our officers of the post, we have meetings, and any ideas that come up, we discuss them, and then during our post meetings, we bring them on the floor, and the membership votes what we're going to do and not do.
Gotcha. Sounds cool. All right, so there's a new riders group that's forming. What's that about?
Well, I wear another hat. I'm also the district commander for the VFW for Northeast Georgia, and we're standing up. Matter of fact, our charter paperwork will be going up to state after the 10th, and it's a riders group, motorcycles, hot rod, your Jeep, your four-wheel drive, your toy that you like to get on the road.
Okay.
And the idea behind it is once a month we get together, we'll do rides throughout Northeast Georgia starting from various VFW posts. We just did our last one up in Livonia. We took a nice ride up to the Hartwell. The city of Hartwell that day had a car show. The VFW had a recruiting booth up there, so we kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We did a nice ride, and then we went up there and supported the recruiting event up there, which we got 10 new members to join up there.
Wow.
So great event, and that's the things we're looking at doing. And the state VFW commander every year has a special project from tiny homes, PTSD. It's their choice. What we want to do is we want to do fundraisers throughout the year, and at our state convention, which we just had last week, ride our motorcycles down there and present a check to the state commander for their special project at the end of the year. And then, of course, one of the big things we're looking at doing is the riders going out for veterans' funerals and posting the American flags for the family to walk through as they go to the graveside.
I love that
and
idea.
leading the
procession. I
out
love
to
that.
the graveside with our motorcycles.
I think that's fantastic. I really do. Well, and I want to kind of end with this. One of the things that I love the most about you guys, and where I see you all the time, is your honor guard that you have. I feel like they're always everywhere. Every time there's something, you guys always show up, and I know from a chamber perspective, I appreciate that. But what other kind of events do you guys do with the honor guard?
So, big reason we won the National Community Service Award was our honor guard did over 100 funerals this past year, and we did about over 20 events. So we do National Prayer Day,
Yep.
Memorial Day service out at the VFW. We go up to Clayton and support their Memorial Day event. This year we did a new event at the KIA Monument in Clarksville. We've already voted to do that again. We're just going to change it from a day event to a candlelight vigil. Pretty much one of the other big things we do is our youth programs. So we do two things. One, we go in and teach the kids how to fold the flag and put it up and down on the flagpole properly.
Yep.
For the school children who are selected to do that honor at their schools. We also do a 13-fold flag presentation. Each fold has a meaning, so as our honor guards folding it, we have a narrator reading what each fold means. And actually, a lot of churches have invited us to do that presentation.
Yeah.
And then the big thing is, about 4 years ago, we stood up a traveling uniform display. And we have uniforms and equipment from World War I to present day.
Wow.
And we go to the schools and various events and show that and talk to them about the different uniforms and how the military's progressed.
That's so important.
Yeah, it's just, and it's fun. We bring the kids up. We have them try the different helmets and the uniforms on. Compare a World War I uniform, a wool jacket was very heavy compared to today's Gore-Tex jacket.
Yeah, right.
So they see that and learn why was it there was wool. And it's a lot of fun working with the youth.
A lot of history, a lot of education out there. So now that we've gotten everybody excited, tell them how they can find out more. I know you guys are very active on your Facebook page. I know your Instagram. What other opportunities are there for people to find out more?
Well, once we get operational, stop by our new location.
Yeah.
We're not open. We're going to be open, obviously, on our bingo nights. But if you see my truck there out in front of the building, I'm there. Come on in. I don't do coffee, so but I'll give you a glass of water or a Coke or something. But or they can contact me through our Facebook page or on our Facebook page. The contact phone number and information, the email is on there for me.
Yeah.
So reach out, and I'll be more than glad to talk to you about any aspect of the VFW and how you can get involved, or if you want to support it, because we never turn down donations, because we take those donations and put them to good use.
Yep. Absolutely. Bill, thank you so much for all you and everyone at Post 7720 does right here in Habersham County. We truly appreciate it, and look forward to your new space and all the exciting things to come. So thanks again, and we will be right back.
From local community events, chamber and cooking shows, to community church services, we've got something for everyone. Stay tuned to Channel 1, Kinetic TV by Windstream.